So sales isn't about twisting someone's arm or being a smooth talking hustler. True high-level sales is simply an act of collaborative problem solving. It is a process of figuring out if a person has a painful problem that your offer can fix, and then helping them make a confident decision to fix it. If marketing gets people to the door, sales is what welcomes them in and closes the deal. Here are 20 fundamental time-tested principles of professional sales. The mindset, building trust first. Number 1, the principle of diagnostics, the doctor-patient model. A good doctor never walks into an exam room and hands you a prescription before asking you where it hurts. Amateur salespeople pitch immediately. Master the diagnostics first. You must thoroughly understand the prospect's pain points, goals, and current situations before you even mention your product. Number 2, people buy from people they trust. People buy when they feel understood, not when they understand you. Trust is built through reciprocal transparency, active listening, and showing genuine empathy for their situation. If a prospect feels you care more about your commission than their success, the sale is dead. 3, the law of conversational proportion. You have 2 ears and 1 mouth for a reason. Use them in that proportion. The person speaking is the one giving away data. The person listening is the one controlling the room. Your job is to ask insightful questions and let the prospect do 80% of the talking. 4, the detachment principle. The moment you become desperate for a sale, the prospect senses it and backs away. Approach every conversation completely detached from the outcome. Your goal isn't to convert anyone. Your goal is to objectively determine if your solution is a perfect fit. If it isn't, be the first to tell them. The discovery, uncovering the truth. 5, find the bleeding neck, the core pain. People don't buy nice to haves when times are tough. They buy must haves. Your discovery process must uncover the deepest, costliest problem. You need to know exactly how much money, time, or emotional energy their current problem is costing them every single day. 6, selling the solution, not the product. Your prospect does not care about your company history, your features, or your complex backend. They care about their own transformation. Connect the dots directly between their specific pain points and how your solution eliminates them. Number 7, the layered questioning framework. Never accept the first answer a prospect gives you at its face value. Use follow-up questions to drill down to the root cause. So the prospect might say, "We need a new software," and you can say, "Why is that?" The prospect might reply, "Our current one is slow," and you can reply, "And what does that slow mean for your team's weekly output?" Now you are getting to the real issue. 8, selling to the decision maker. You can give the greatest sales presentation in the history of mankind, but if you're giving it to someone who doesn't have the authority or the budget to sign the check, you're wasting your time. Early on, politely map out their internal buying process so you're speaking to the right person with the right budget. The presentation, framing the value. Number 9, the principle of price versus value. Price is never the real objection. Value is. If a prospect says it's too expensive, what they are actually saying to you is, "You haven't convinced me that the size of my problem is bigger than the amount of money you're asking for. So magnify the cost of their problem so the price becomes irrelevant. Number 10, the power of storytelling. Use case studies. Facts state, but stories sell. Instead of making abstract promises, paint a picture using a real story of a past client who was in their exact shoes, implemented your solution, and achieved the exact transformation that they want. Number 11, persevering your premium. No early discounting. Dropping your price the moment a prospect pushes back instantly destroys your credibility. It signals that your product was overpriced to begin with, or that you don't believe that it's actually valuable. So stand firm on your price and offer to adjust the scope of the project instead. 12, demonstrate solutions that are tailored. Never give a generic one-size-fits-all product demo. If your software has 50 features but the prospect only cares about fixing their inventory tracking, spend 90% of your time showing only the inventory tracking feature. Don't drown them in noise. The climax. Handling friction and closing. 13. Objections are buying signals. Amateurs fear objections. Professionals welcome them. An objection means the prospect is actively trying to figure out how your solution would work with their specific world. If they didn't care, they wouldn't argue, they would just ghost you. 14. The objections framework. Acknowledge, isolate, solve. When hit with an objection, never get defensive. First, validate their concern. Second, isolate it to make sure it's the only thing holding them back. If we could fix that one issue, would you be ready to move forward? Third, address it calmly with data or a case study. 15. The assumptive close. Stop asking weak, terrifying questions at the end of a meeting like, so, what do you think? Or, do you want to buy? Instead, assume the natural next step. Use collaborative language. Based on everything we've shared, it looks like a perfect fit. Next steps are to get the onboarding paperwork kicked over so that our team can start setting up the dashboard for next Monday. Does that timeline work for you? 16. The power of the pause. Silence is golden. Once you state your price or ask a closing question, shut up. Do not say a single word. The next person who speaks loses their leverage. Let the silence hang in the air until the prospect processes their thoughts and responds. The follow-up. Maximizing the pipeline. Number 17. The fortune is in the follow-up. Up to 80% of sales require at least 5 follow-ups to close. Yet 44% of salespeople give up after just one try. Maintain a relentless, structured follow-up sequence. The key is to always provide fresh value, an article, an insight, a tool at every touch point rather than just checking in. 18. Micro commitments build momentum. A sale is rarely closed in one giant leap. It is achieved through a sequence of small agreements. At the end of every single call, secure a firm micro commitment for the next step. A locked in date and time on the calendar, an internal document sent over, or a meeting with a stakeholder. Number 19. Disqualify fast. Protect your time. Your most valuable asset is your time. It is a massive win to discover a prospect is a bad fit within the first 10 minutes of the call. Cut them loose kindly so you can spend your energy on high probability, high value opportunities. 20. Post-sales assurance, your onboarding. The sales does not end when the contract is signed. The buyer's remorse sets in almost immediately after a purchase. A great salesperson stays close during the handoff to customer success or the delivery team to ensure that the client feels entirely secure in their decision. So, the ultimate takeaway. Exceptional selling isn't about manipulation. It is an act of leadership. Guide your prospect firmly away from their current painful reality and towards the better future your business creates.